are. What is up, everybody? DeadX here, and I'm with my friend Bulba, classic Sonic fan nerd boy here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Bulba. You probably know me as BulbaSour on Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to me.
Yeah, if you want to find Bulba, I will have his link to the Twitter down in the description of the video. But, yeah, I guess we'll just start with this. Sonic Origins just got a new trailer today after, a year of us getting nothing on it?
Literally 11 months, yeah, basically a year.
Almost a year. The trailer looked really cool. It had, some new animation by Tyson Hess, right? He was the director of it.
And Tyson was the director of it, and I believe Powerhouse Animation was the actual animators behind it, but yeah.
I actually really liked it. Looks really clean. It's something I kind of wanted to talk about because Twitter being Twitter, everyone has complaints about it, and Bulba here knew more about it than I actually did because I didn't know much. And to be fair, I didn't really see where we could learn more about it because on the Twitter post of it, they didn't have a website or anything. So yeah, we're just gonna talk and discuss about just certain things, clear some things up that people probably have misconceptions on, and just talk about how we feel overall about the project and if we're excited for it or not. So, Bulba, is there anything you feel like you want to get out of the way and just start off with?
Well, I feel like if we're going to clear stuff up, I should give a product summary of what's going on with Origins, because there's a lot they left out of the trailer. And while doing so, I can kind of give my thoughts in between, and you can too.
Of course.
Starting with the modes, honestly, I expected some additional modes, obviously. They even confirmed that way back last year. They're like, this will have additional modes that are reminiscent of Sonic Colors Ultimate. Who knows what that means, but yeah. But I was pretty happy with the modes. I mean, we have the boss rush mode, which will be actually kind of cool. We have the mirror mode, standard stuff, time attack. Then we have the story mode, and that's what intrigues me most. The story mode apparently connects all the classic games together, and apparently there might be animation scenes for the story mode that connects all the classic games, and Ian Flynn is seemingly writing the script for these games. Now, script doesn't mean there's dialogue, but script as in the character actions and whatever goes on.
Hey,
so,
yeah.
I'm actually happy or excited about the idea of a story mode.
Yeah, because, just, from what I've seen and people assuming stuff, it's just, $40, and it's just, 4 Genesis games, but it seems like they actually put a bit of effort into this collection overall. They got, a bunch of people that, worked on, is it the same people that worked on Mania? I know you said they worked on, the HD and the mobile versions of Sonic 1, 2, and CD, right? But did those same people help with Mania, or no?
Yes, so it's not everybody that worked on Mania. Christian Whitehead did not work on this project to my knowledge, but Stealth and his team of people actually did work on this, and Stealth worked on Mania. He worked on the iOS ports of Sonic 1 and 2. And yeah, he's really important in the community. And also A+ Start, the person developing the 16-bit remake of Sonic Chaos, the fan project, he's also on this. So we have a lot of competent people actually working on this.
Yeah, that's
not only. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say it's they're putting effort. They're getting people, even well-known actual fans and shit, actually on this project to make it competent, pretty good. Even adding more things than it seems that even the Mega Man collections added, which is probably the best thing we can compare these to, especially since I've played a majority of the Mega Man collections. So it's seeing another one of these for a classic series, especially ones classic Sonic that's very loved by the fans, especially with me with Sonic 3, which was the reason I was buying this, because it's been forever since Sonic 3 has been in a Genesis collection.
Yeah. Fun fact, there was a Sonic 3 mobile port that was actually planned and pitched to Sega. Sega denied it, so Stealth kind of finally got to complete this arc of wanting to do widescreen Sonic 3 and finish off the classic trio. He actually was very happy about getting to work on Sonic 3, and yeah, you know, like they definitely got competent people for this. They didn't just lazily throw together a collection. They knew what they were doing, and it's something a little bit more than something like Mega Man Legacy Collection, I think.
Is this like I'm not entirely sure because obviously I don't follow like Sonic and Genesis collections, but I think the last like Sonic game or collection to have 3 and Knuckles, like the combined game, was like the one on the DS, right?
I believe so, actually. I other than this, I don't know when the Steam version came out in comparison, but I believe Sonic Classic Collection was one of the last ones, if not the last one, to have 3K. So that 3K with the drop dash is pretty exciting to me, honestly.
Yeah, because like when I first played Sonic 3, it was on the Ultimate Genesis Collection on the 360 and PS3, and they don't have a way to play 3 and Knuckles. They just have the game separated, like a lot of the other ones do, if they even have 3 and Knuckles at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's, you know, it's kind of a bummer. Like, murmurs have been saying that it's because of the music. That's, like, the fan assumes reason, even if we haven't been told explicitly that, yes, it's for the music.
Yeah.
At least I don't believe so. But, I mean, like, to be honest, I don't care if they replace the music that Michael Jackson worked on. Just give us Sonic 3, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that Michael Jackson flair with the Sonic 3 soundtrack is kind of what makes me like it more than the other games. It just has like that them bops, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but to me, like, okay, not every track was made by Michael Jackson, or like, we know that it was by majority non-Michael Jackson music, but he did stuff like, what's an obvious one? What's the last zone of Sonic 3 again? You know what I'm talking about? Not Sonic and Knuckles.
Launch base?
Yeah, launch base, yeah. He did launch base, and you can kind of tell which ones are his style. And I mean, I'll miss those, but I'll still love Sonic 3 anyways.
Maybe that's what that Genesis music was. Whatever the DLC or whatever it was that you're talking about.
Right, yeah. They do seem to be including music stuff. I don't know if it's for the sound test or I believe it might be for the sound test actually, but I actually do think it's possible they include the original Sonic 3 music as part of this whole digital deluxe thing, which is a whole mess in of itself. I don't know if you want to talk about that now.
We'll probably end on that if we have anything else we can talk about.
Alright, then yeah, I guess I'll go back to it. I also like, I didn't mention this yet, the new challenges. We saw one picture of Knuckles in Death Egg Zone that was some new challenge with its own level design and stuff, and I'm excited for stuff like that. I like small stuff like that. I completed all of the extra missions in Sonic Generations, so I'll take something like that for the classics, especially since they have rankings.
Yeah, it adds something for, like, again, classic fans to kind of be able to do, because I know you've probably beaten 1, 2, and 3 like many times. I've only played through them a couple times, and haven't even beat 1 or 2. But like, it gives you like the extra like added challenge to just be like, okay, this is kind of neat to play through.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it does for me. So I actually quite like it. I'm also excited for the potential new concept art, or not potential. We know we'll be seeing new concept art. So that'll be like an incentive to replay the games, because, you know, I'll want to collect those coins, as they call them.
And you said you're having like a museum mode where there's like some kind of like, I guess, 3D overworld. Will it be like, do you think it'll be like Sonic Jam?
Oh, well, here's the thing. There's going to be 3D models in the menus and stuff, but I don't believe there's going to be a 3D overworld.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I mean, the 3D models are still cool. Like, they have a 3D model of South Island, of Angel Island, of like the island from CD attached to Little Big Planet.
Little, yeah,
you know,
Little Planet.
Little Planet, same thing. Yeah. So I mean, like, I like the attention to detail in the UI as well. It's again something a little bit more than something like Legacy Collection that just had the concept art and the emulated games.
Okay, so like okay, good thing you brought up the Legacy Collection, because I just remembered that remember how X Legacy Legacy Collection had that I don't know if it was an OVA or like that animated like movie or whatever that was like 20 minutes long. That was like before before Mega Man X.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how like Sega like I guess took down the Sonic OVA, or at least the most popular one that was on YouTube.
Oh,
You think
I
they could
wonder.
like they could add that as like a little extra thing? Because I like the Sonic OVA. I think it's like mad good, even if the voice acting is kind of grew on me. But I mean, I would love to watch it.
I could actually see them adding the OVA as like a final unlockable. That would actually be really cool. I'd be down for that.
Like for me personally, I kind of prefer things like concept art and music to be unlocked from the start, mostly because I'm not that good at Sonic 1 and 2. So like, say the way to like get the OVA, you have to be like all the games. I'm gonna be stuck on that for a minute.
Yeah, but no.
I mean,
like,
CD is an easy enough game. I think on my Steam, I'm like at the end, so I could probably get through CD if that's the requirement.
Yeah, I mean, like, none of the games are crazy difficult, but again, that's probably because I've played them, like, over 10 times each.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily that they're difficult, it's just, like, especially Sonic 1 has some, like, very bullshit moments that are kind of due to its age, and it also being, like, the first game of its kind.
I don't know, I like Sonic 1 more than Sonic 2.
I mean, I like Sonic 1, like, there are aspects of Sonic 1 I enjoy, just, like, certain things that get on my nerves more than, like, say, 3, which I think it's a pretty great game, honestly.
Yeah, 3 is just perfect, just like Mania. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, this, honestly, like, it's not gonna be something that'll completely hold me over for the year, but...
Like,
honestly,
again, it's just
yeah.
like a fun little, like, side project you can, like, I guess, touch up on when you have nothing else to do.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's gonna give me something to do this summer, because honestly, I don't really have many games I plan on buying this year. Yeah, it's gonna be, like, a nice little distraction, because the classic games are some of the most replayable games to me, so having new content in them, and a story mode, and a bunch of challenges, I'll definitely, like, grind those out over the summer.
I guess we should talk about, the physical things. I know that was something a bunch of people also were complaining about, and you know, like I said earlier, I kinda don't care that it's digital only.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't find it a big deal that it's not physical, but considering this collection's potential audience being people who watch the movies and want to play the classics because that's what they remember, or they want to get their child into the original series, or maybe a child wants to start the series from the beginning, for the audience that they could very easily grab with this game, that's where the price point and the lack of physical becomes a problem to me. I'm going to pay $40 because I have nothing better to do with my life.
Honestly.
But I don't see a lot of casual people just going into Target and being like, $40, oh, I'll buy this. Like, I mean, like, there will be some who go, oh, back in my day, you know, I had so much fun with these games, I need to buy this for my child.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't see that many people willing to be like, oh, Genesis games for $40, because even though this is a lot more than Genesis games, the casual audience will just see this as a collection of Genesis games.
And did you have to add anything else?
Alright, so yeah, I was just going to say, so the lack of physical combined with the $40 price tag, I think they're missing out on a huge audience with that.
Yeah, and I wanted to add that, like, because I know there's some people like, $40, like, even they get through the whole video and they see, like, all the stuff that they're adding, they're still going to feel contentious on dropping $40 on a collection of Genesis games. I would honestly say to that, just wait. Like, there's, obviously, you don't need to get this day one. There's, like, no, like, big thing you're going to be locked out of or anything. I just feel like if you're really that, like, cautious and needy with your money to where you don't want to drop 40, this game will 100% go on sale for, like, 20, especially on, like, PC. I could see that happening.
Oh yeah, this will definitely go on sale, but in my opinion, as much as they're adding, this would have been a nice $30 collection instead of $40.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
I feel like 30 would have been smarter too, and more reflective of the value you're getting, because at the end of the day, the core of this collection is still the classic games, which like are on every device ever already. So, and they're doing their best to differentiate this collection and add to it, which
like they're trying to make it worth your money.
Yeah, and I actually do really appreciate that, but given the nature of what this is, I don't think there's like much they could have done to have everybody be like, yeah, this is worth $40.
Yeah, because like at least with the Mega Man collections, those are like anywhere between like 8 to 10 games per collection, and they span multiple consoles, so they have like the quality, or not the quality, the quantity over like quality thing. Because people will naturally just see, 4 games for 40, they're old games.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's partially the trailer's fault. The trailer didn't say anything about all these modes. It didn't say much about the museum. It didn't say much about anything, really. It didn't talk about, like, potential factors, like Ian Flynn writing the script, which leads to a potential idea of a story mode. Or we know about the story mode, but I mean, to, like, his potential involvement in a story mode. Like, there's just a lot of cool stuff that the trailer just never mentioned, and I feel like it just made it look like classic collection in widescreen with animations, when it's actually a little bit more than that.
I didn't even know they were adding animations, because maybe I was just on autopilot while watching this trailer. I didn't even know they were adding like animations to the actual games. I just thought it was like something cool they did for the trailer.
Oh yeah, like all the trailer said is new animations, but if you actually look into it, they're adding a new intro and outro for each individual classic Sonic game, and again, potentially they're doing more than that. Sorry, continue.
I was saying, like, you can't, and like with that, you can't even expect like a casual audience to just go and like research and look into this. Like, even I usually don't like go to like game websites or whatever when they like release a trailer, like go here to learn more. But like for this, I wanted to like actually know what's all into this collection, and they just didn't have like a website or anything for me to check out.
Well, they do have a website, but even the website doesn't have everything. It's kind of scattered. Like, I'd rather an organized sort of thing that goes, here's everything we have released on all social media platforms, through all press websites everywhere. Because that would have kind of fixed this issue. But now I see some people just being like, 4 classic games for 40, this is a new low. Which, I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be 40. I don't think it should be 40. But, like, I feel like people still underestimate the collection, even though it still shouldn't be 40.
And I think all we have left to talk about is just the Digital Deluxe, right? I think that's the only thing we haven't touched on.
I don't know, like, Sega since Sonic Forces has been getting worse and worse when it comes to DLC and pre-ordering and all that. Like, Sega with Sonic Forces, they did something pretty cool. They added, the Joker costume, the Knight's costume, or the Avatar. I'm like, yeah, but they planned to have people spend $5 for Supersonic.
Who was like already in the game, right?
Well, yeah, he was already in the coding of the game, but they planned to make people pay for it anyways, and that annoyed people, as it should, so they ended up taking it back and making him free DLC. But ever since then, they've kind of like slowly snuck in like worse and worse practices. For instance, with Monkey Ball, I know there were some issues. With Sonic Colors Ultimate, they locked the original soundtrack and other stuff behind. They locked a remix and other stuff behind the DLC paywall.
Oh, that's
like
lame.
features that should have very clearly just been there. They're trying to like make an extra buck out of it and try to make people buy the game early. And the same thing's happening for Origins, except to a new low, with like camera turning in the menu can't happen unless you buy the DLC. Character animations for the menu aren't shown unless you buy the DLC. Like, it feels like they're just stripping the game of basic features that they already developed, just to have an excuse to have a digital deluxe version.
Trying to keep pushing it, because like even like my initial jump is, it's just $5 more, but like who knows like what new extent they'll like take it. Like even with like Frontiers, who knows what they'll do with that game.
Yeah, like I'm scared because something like character animations in the menu shouldn't be a privilege.
Right.
That's something they made. That's not something they should remove to hold for pre-order people to try to get people to pay extra $5. Like if they want to like have people pay an extra $5, there are other ways to do that. I don't think this is the way to go.
They should have just not done it, because like the only other thing I could see them doing is, oh, you can get like the museum mode as a whole for like $5 extra, which would again be kind of bullshit considering that all the Mega Man collections give you that for free.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, does a game like this, does a collection really need a digital deluxe version? That's my question.
Like all I could see for like a deluxe is if this game was physical and they had like an art book or something.
Yeah, exactly. That would make sense. But for a digital deluxe, like how, like that's not a classic collection. Is not really how you go about that.
Exactly.
Maybe with something like Sonic Frontiers, they could be like, you could get this extra customization thing, or you can get Sonic soap shoes. But like for this, I really don't see a need for it. It just feels like they shoehorned it to get an extra $5 out of people. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that there's like 5 different versions of this game.
Oh, I did see like one of those the Ubisoft flowchart someone posted that they had for it.
Yeah, it's like there's the main game, and then there's the Start Dash pack, which gives you 100 bonus coins and has mirror mode already unlocked. Don't worry, you can get mirror mode anyways. It just unlocks it automatically. It adds a letterbox background. Whoa. And then you have the Premium Fun Pack, which also adds stuff like character animations in the main menu and camera controls. And then you have the Classic Music Pack, which has nothing but additional music tracks from Mega Man, or not Mega Man, Mega Drive / Genesis titles.
Wrong, blue guy.
I know, I don't know what's up with me and the slip-ups today. And then we have the Digital Deluxe version that has like all of that, but it only has the 100 bonus coins in the mirror mode if you pre-order it.
Oh,
so,
that's kind of lame.
That's kind of lame. Not only is there 4 additional versions of Sonic Origins, but also the contents depend on you pre-ordering it or not. Like, what are they doing? It was like at most they already. Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. I'll just say really quickly. Like, of course they shouldn't have any digital deluxe stuff to begin with. But if they're going to do it, if they're gonna force it onto this, there shouldn't be like 5 versions. They're acting like this is Sonic Frontiers. This is just a collection with like a ton of new features.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. I was saying, of course, with like a freaking collection like this, just Sega has to have something else to just kind of sour the whole thing. Because even like that, we're like, okay, this is all good. Like we're genuinely, I think we're both pretty positive to the idea of this collection existing. But even just stuff like that, just kind of. It's just a negative, and it just is a little bit, just kind of sours it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what kind of sucks about it. It just sours the mood when it was like, they could have so easily gotten 100% positive press for this if they just made it like $30 or $35, took like just a tiny bit of a hit, and if they didn't do all this digital deluxe stuff. If they didn't do those 2 things, then everybody would be raving about it.
Even I don't mind that the collection is 40. I think they just should have been more clear about like what's actually in it, and I feel like more people wouldn't complain about it being 40.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I kind of agree, like, that, like, I personally don't mind spending $40 on it.
Yeah.
Again, as I've said multiple times, I do not think it should have been $40. I think that is way too, well, when I say way too much, I mean $10 too much for what it should have been.
Yeah.
But I still, like, I myself don't mind paying $40, especially for stuff like all the new animation, because I'm a sucker for animation, and I'm a sucker for Sonic in animation.
Oh yeah, Sonic Prime, whenever we're going to get a trailer for that, probably. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's apparently some Netflix geek thing, and we'll see.
Alright, is there anything else you want to add just about, like, this, or anything else you just want to talk about with the Sonic 30th in general?
mean, honestly, like, this is a pretty cool way to end the 30th. It's quite literally ending the 30th by coming out on the day the 31st anniversary starts. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I think it's a cute thing. I think, you know, it should have been priced less. The digital deluxe stuff shouldn't have existed. But besides that, you know, I'm pretty happy with the content. I'm pretty happy with what they're doing. I saw multiple people who were confused and thought there's no way this should have, you know, like this collection underwhelms me because there should have been more to it.
And
Well, that's
again, they're
just
like,
because
yeah, they just weren't clear. There is more to it, just the trailer didn't do a good job of letting you know that.
exactly the trailer didn't do a good job of letting us know that. And like, of course, Sonic fans immediately knew there's more to it, but any person that's not like a Sonic fan constantly on Twitter isn't going to get this information.
And again, I
So,
think
yeah.
this is a cool collection. Like, I'm definitely probably no, I'm not. I'm definitely gonna pick it up probably on the PS5, maybe Switch. I'm not entirely sure where I want it, but I think it's
I'm
a.
definitely getting it Switch. Like, this is the definition of a game perfect for the Switch. For
It
me.
is perfect for the Switch. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's a cool collection. Sonic 3, of course, finally being on another compilation like this makes me really happy, especially since it is 3 and Knuckles, which is a game I never got to play, even though I own Mega Collection. So seeing that come back makes me happy. Fingers crossed that the Sonic OVA is in there as something that would be really nice. I don't know if they're doing it. But, yeah, anything else you want to talk about, Bulba?
Not really, other than say, to end up on a positive note, we finally get that 3K widescreen, and
Woohoo!
you know, this actually gives me hope that Frontiers won't be delayed into 2023 because it's coming out in June. And yeah, like, I'm still excited for this.
Yeah, and anyways, guys, if you like what you saw, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to look in the description where I'll have links to my Twitter, Bulba's Twitter, and my Twitch. And I've been dead. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Say bye, Bulba.
See you guys.